right now we have to have the inevitable third act crash and breakup that we know has to be coming. Georgia finds a piece of mail thinking that it's like the adoption finalization papers, but it just turns out to be a copy of Marlee's will with also a letter from her to Kade, which I'm like, okay, well, that would have been nice to know sooner. But
Yeah.
also like, Georgia, honey, this isn't for you. You shouldn't be reading this, but she does. I was like, I don't
I
blame
would have.
her, but I'm also like, I would have probably read it. Yeah, I know. And the letter is it's bad for Georgia. Like
Yeah.
it makes it sound like Kade was like the love of her life and would always love her, like would always be there for Marlee and that they were soulmates, which is not at all what Georgia wants to hear in this moment. Like it confirms her worst fears, honestly. And you're just like, shit, 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 shit. Like, mm, not good.
Not good. So then Cade gets home with Aurora, like they were like walking on the farm, and he finds like Georgia. She has like a lot of her stuff packed up in the car, and he immediately knows that she's leaving. And it's really heartbreaking because but right before it, you see him trying to get Aurora to say mama, right? And he was planning on telling Georgia about how much he loves her, thinking like she was finally ready to hear it because he's been very worried about telling her, thinking like she'll get scared and run. And
Mm-hmm.
Georgia tells him about the letter and how she still thinks he belongs to Marlee. He tries to get her to stay and says he loves her, but it's like not enough. Because, like, in that moment, she cannot think rationally, right?
No, no.
And then what broke me was when after she leaves, Aurora starts crying, saying, Mama. I know.
Can't.
I like lost it. Well, because so with my twins, we went to Bulgaria, met them, and then there's like a 4 month period. So we had to go home for 4 months while the adoption was being finalized before we could take custody of them and bring them back. And my oldest son literally bawled and cried about how he wanted to go to America with mama. This was like after only being with him for like 4 days. And like, so I was, we've talked about how I'm a sobber. I sobbed at that part
I can
because
see you sobbing.
I was
Yeah.
like sobbing. Anyways, okay, so it's been a week since Georgia left. Kate hasn't heard from her. He's tried reaching out multiple times. She's not returned it. He's not in a good place mentally. Georgia's not in a good place mentally. And she's also started to realize that, like, because she's been able to think rationally, right? That Marlee's letter was like equal parts hurt and poison, that like she shouldn't have listened to it. She should have given like Kate a chance to explain instead of letting it like open these old wounds that she has of not feeling good enough for most of her life.